Hello and welcome to Hindsight Breaking News, where hindsight is always 2020. In our first story, Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez was contacted by genealogists yesterday with news that she's an actual descendant of the Spanish conquistador with the same surname who destroyed the Aztec Empire, stole the kingdom's treasure, and enslaved or killed hundreds of thousands while stealing their land and livelihoods. Upon hearing of her connection to the famous conquistador, Cortez initially said, "Who?" Upon hearing about his works and his destruction of an entire civilization, she responded, "Yep, that's how we Cortezes roll." Meanwhile, former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is getting used to prison life, as are the inmates in his cell block, as he grows in popularity doing imitations of Tony Montana in the Scarface movie, Hervé Villechaize on Fantasy Island, and Speedy Gonzales from the famous cartoon. Maduro commented he is enjoying the new popularity he's receiving and he plans on running for dictator of his cell block. In a related story, Nicolas Maduro has nothing but nice things to say about the treatment he's receiving by U.S. prison officials and prison personnel. "The people here are super nice and professional," says Maduro. "It almost makes you forget being passed around by the other inmates in the shower." In sports news, the leadership of the major professional leagues are meeting with team owners to change the look of the game. Instead of the traditional scoreboard, fans will soon see the current point spread of the game they're watching. In science news, 3-Eye Atlas has made headlines again as scientists around the world agree they just don't know what the hell it is. Shockwaves are traveling through the Democrat Party as evidence comes to light from President Trump, who is alleging that Democrat Congresswomen and men, including Republican Rand Paul and Democrat Amy Klobuchar, received money from Venezuela's Narco terrorism syndicate. Rand Paul was quoted saying, "I didn't know it was coming from the narco terrorists. I thought it was coming from the Democrats." Finally, speaking of narco terrorism, oil tankers trying to run the U.S. blockade with their cargoes of crude oil are being discovered by U.S. forces and seized. One such ship was trying to evade discovery and capture by painting the name of a different registered vessel on the side. A Coast Guard spokesman said, "When we saw a tanker named the SS Minnow, we knew there was something fishy about that ship. We promptly arrested the skipper, Gilligan, the professor, Mary Ann, Ginger, and the Howells." All right then, that is your Hindsight News for January 8th, 2020. Please like and subscribe. We upload every Tuesday and Thursday, but we do YouTube Shorts every time we see breaking news, so you want to stay informed. And remember, keep making the news. We'll see you next time.